Hello students, good evening everybody. In this class, I am going to take a concept video of integration, indefinite integration. So before starting the chapter integration, let us know about the term antiderivative or primitive or antiderivative. Actually, integration is inverse process of differentiation, that means derivatives, or inverse procedure of derivative. So that is why we call it as antiderivative. Integration is nothing but antiderivative. So what is primitive or antiderivative? A function, definition I am saying, a function capital F of x is said to be primitive or antiderivative on closed interval a comma b, closed interval a comma b, closed interval a comma b of function f of x. Okay, function f of x if f dash x equal to f of x for all x belongs to closed interval a comma b. That is the definition of primitive or antiderivative. If f dash x equal to f of x, then this capital F of x is called primitive or antiderivative of small f of x. Okay, that means, what does it mean? For example, so what I am saying here, f dash x equal to f of x, right? This can be written as d by dx of f of x equal to small f of x. Okay, so if I shift this d by dx this side, this becomes integral f of x dx, that equal to f of x plus c. That means integral f of x dx equal to capital F of x plus c. Why should we write this c? What is that c? Why should we write this c and what is this c? Right? So let me explain one example. What is the derivative of x square? What is the derivative of x square plus 1? What is the derivative of x square plus 2? Like that. Everywhere we have 2x, right? Everywhere we have 2x. Suppose if this d by dx comes this side, then we can write integral 2x dx is equal to, we will get x square plus 0 is there. For example, you can take 0 here. So 0, 1, 2, 3 are d by dx of x square minus 200, that is also 2x. So if there is a constant term, that will not be affected. So that is why in general I am taking one constant. This c can be either 0 or 1 or 2, 3 or minus 200, anything, isn't it? So this c is called constant of integration. So after completing the integration, compulsory we have to keep this constant of integration. Okay, this f of x is called integrand. Okay, what is x? Variable of integration. That c is called constant of integration. So capital F of x is said to be primitive or antiderivative on closed interval a comma b of function f of x if f dash x equal to f of x for all x belongs to closed interval a comma b. Okay, so that means here I told you derivative of f of x. For example, d by dx of x equal to how much? 1. So in the place of this I will write c. Derivative of x is 1. So if I bring this side, integral 1 dx equal to x plus c. Integral 1 dx equal to x plus c. So derivative of x is 1, integration of 1 is x. So purely if you know the derivatives formulas, you can get easily integration formulas also, because integration is the inverse procedure of derivative. Okay. Clear? So this is the definition of primitive or antiderivative. So we are going to see some integration standard formulas now. Hope it is clear, right? So why it is kept c, very constant of integration, it will not be affected if you take the derivatives. Okay. So d by dx of derivative of constant actually 0, then integration of 0 dx will be c, constant. So d by dx of x, what is the derivative of x? 1. So we can write integral. So this I am writing in the place of x, I am writing x plus c. Derivative of x plus c means 1 plus constant derivative 0. So there will be no problem. So 1 dx equal to x plus c. Okay. So similarly, d by dx of log x plus c equal to 1 by x. So integral 1 by x dx equal to log mod x plus c, because logarithms are defined only for positive real numbers. So we will take log mod x plus c. So similarly, d by dx of e power x plus c equal to e power x only. When d by dx comes this side, so we will have integral e power x dx equal to e power x plus c. Okay. So d by dx of log x, that is over, right? A power x plus c equal to a power x log a. But when it comes to integration, a power x dx means we can write a power x by log a plus c, right? A power x log a power x by log a, right? Next, d by dx of x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c equal to x to the power n. So integral x power n dx will be x to the power n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c, where n is not equal to minus 1. Okay, so by using this formula we can get many problems. Fundamental formula is this: integral x power n dx means we can write x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. Similarly, d by dx of sin x means sin x plus c. Sin x derivative is cos x. So integral cos x dx will be sin x plus c. That c is called constant of integration. So d by dx of, this is the concept video 1. Okay. So d by dx of cos x plus c. Cos x differentiation is minus sin x. So integral sin x dx, derivative of cos x is minus sin x. Sin x integration is minus cos x plus c. Similarly, d by dx of tan x. Tan x derivative secant square x. Integral secant square x dx means we get tan x plus c. Similarly, d by dx of cot x plus c will be, cot x differentiation is minus cosec square x. Integral cosec square x dx equal to minus cot x plus c. That is the formula. Next, secant x also we can write. D by dx of secant x plus c equal to secant x into tan x. Secant x derivative is secant x tan x. So integral secant x tan x means wherever we get dx, secant x plus c. Similarly, d by dx of cosec x plus c equal to minus cosecant x into cot x. So integral cosecant x into cot x dx equal to minus cosecant x plus c. That is the basic formula for integration. So exercise 8.1 can be fully solved by using these concepts, right? One more concept we have, hope it is clear. Derivatives, if you remember, it is easy to understand the concept of integration, because integration is the inverse procedure of differentiation. So derivatives, if you have idea, it is very easy to understand the integration concept. Okay. Now, you see here now, let me solve some fundamental problems. First one, integral 1 plus x whole cube. First problem, integral 1 plus x whole cube upon root x dx. Okay, how do we solve this? Integral 1 plus x whole cube, 1 plus x whole cube, that can be in the form of a plus b whole cube. You know the formula of a plus b whole cube. What is the formula for a plus b whole cube? A cube plus b cube plus 3ab of a plus b. We can write, so a cube plus b cube plus 3ab of a plus b upon root x means I can write x power 1 by 2 dx. Can I write like that? Okay. Now, integral 1 plus x cube plus 3x plus 3x square upon x to the power 1 by 2 dx. Okay, so I am taking now, I am splitting the integration 1 by x to the power 1 by 2 plus x to the power, this we can write 3 minus 1 by 2 plus this can be x power 1 minus 1 by 2. This I will write x to the power minus 1 by 2. This we can write 3 times x to the power 2 minus 1 by 2 dx. Can I write like that? A to the power m by a to the power n. That means a to the power m minus n. So integral, this you keep as it is dx plus integral 6 minus 1 5 by 2 dx plus 3 times integral x to the power 1 by 2 dx plus 3 times integral x power 4 minus 1 3 by 2 dx. Now it looks like integral x power n dx, right? Formula x to the power n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c. If you use this formula for this, we will get x to the power minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by minus 1 by 2 plus 1 plus x to the power 5 by 2 plus 1 by 5 by 2 plus 1 plus 3 times x to the power 1 by 2 plus 1 by 1 by 2 plus 1 plus 3 times x to the power 3 by 2 plus 1 by 3 by 2 plus 1 plus c. So if you simplify this x to the power, this is 1 by 2. 1 minus 1 by 2 will be 1 by 2 though. So if you bring it in the numerator, you will get this 2x power 1 by 2. This will be 5 plus 2, 7 by 2. That means 2 by 7 x to the power 5 plus 2, 7 by 2 plus 3 times 1 plus 1 by 2, 3 by 2. So this will be 2 by 3 x to the power 3 by 2 plus 3 times 3 plus 2, 5 by 2. 5 by 2 means you will get 2 by 5 x to the power 5 by 2 plus c. So here 3 gets cancelled. This I can write root x plus 2 by 7 x to the power 7 by 2, 2x power 3 by 2, 3 2s are 6 by 5 x power 5 by 2 plus c. So therefore answer is this. Okay. So this is the way we can simplify by using the formula. Integral x power n dx means what is the formula? X to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. Okay. Let us see one concept. Using logarithms. What is the definition of logarithm? If a to the power x equal to n, if a to the power x equal to n, then x is said to be logarithm of n to the base a. This is the definition of logarithm. If a to the power x equal to n, then x is said to be logarithm of n to the base a. Here this base a can be only greater than 0, not equal to 1, isn't it? So n should be always positive real numbers, but x can be any real number. These are the conditions for logarithm. This is called exponential form. Exponential form. This is called logarithmic form. Logarithmic form. So exponential form, if they give, we can write logarithmic form. If they give logarithmic form, we can write it in exponential form. Both ways we can do it. Okay. Now in integration, how do we use this? Once you look at this problem, integral 9 power log x to the base 3 dx. Once you look at this problem, if a power x equal to n, then x is said to be logarithm of n to the base a. In the place of x, suppose a to the power, in this place of x, if you replace this, then what will you get? Log n to the base a is equal to n. This is the most important formula we are going to use. A to the power log n to the base a equal to, this 2 should be same, then we will get remaining value. So like that, if you solve this integral 9, I am writing 3 square, okay, log x to the base 3 dx. So integral 3 power, this I can write 2 log x to the base 3 dx. In logarithms we have m log a to the base x. If you have, we can write it in exponential form, a to the power n to the base x. This m can be taken into the power. So similarly here 3 power 2 we can take here. That means 3 power log x square to the base 3 dx. Now you observe here clearly this 3 same. So I can write x square dx. X square integration is x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So x power 2 plus 1 3 by 3 plus c. So therefore integral 9 to the power log x to the base 3 dx equal to x cube by 3 plus c. That is the final answer. Okay. So by using logarithms concept also we can use here. So similarly, if you solve one more problem, e power integral e power log root x to the base e by x dx, right? So this we can write directly. It is in the form of this, you see, observe, e same, right? E same. So you can write directly root x by x. That can be written as 1 by root x. That means x to the power 1 by 2 dx. We can bring it in the numerator, minus 1 by 2 dx. It looks like integral x power n dx equal to x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. This is the basic formula. So x to the power minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by minus 1 by 2 plus 1 plus c. So x to the power 1 upon 2 by 1 upon 2, that means 2 root x plus c, right? 2 root x plus c. Similarly, we can solve one more problem. E power, third one, integral e power 3 log x, e power